Galaw-gaw, kay harot-harot tingnan, maliksi, di mapigil ang gaslaw. Galaw-gaw, ang lahat ginagalaw, napakaharot at pakialam. Galaw-gaw, kung tawagin siya'y ganyan, kang karot.
So that mga kapatid, bigyan mo natin ang pagkakataon ang ating spokesman ng PDEA, si DERRIC CARREON, na ipresenta ang mga kontribusyon, mga achievements ng PDEA. 1 year going into the Duterte administration, kamusta na ang kampanya laban sa illegal droga. So, pagyan mo natin si DERRIC, pagkatapos yan ibukas natin ang elementa for your questions. Go ahead.
Thank you, Sir Rolly. If you will allow us, sir. Kasi po, makiinam siguro, i-present natin yung ginamit ng aming Director General na material nung kami po ay nag-attend last week, exactly a week ago, in this same venue, sa QCX. Ito po yung rehabilitation. It's all about yung whole-of-nation approach to the National Anti-Drug Campaign. And the presentation of Director General Isidro La Peña is as follows. It's called #DrugFreePhilippines. Alam naman po natin that for the past years, ito po ating bansa for over decades now. Sir, the first anti-drug law was enacted in 1972, Republic Act 6425, or the Dangerous Drugs Act of 1972. Kaedad ko po. I was born in 1972. So kaedad ko yung old drug law. And we all know what happened then. Dati, nagsimula po tayo with only marijuana. And then in the mid-80s, to early 90s, nagsimula po ipakilala dito sa Philippine drug market ang shabu, and it changed the landscape of the Philippine drug scenario forever. Dahil mula nang pumasok ang shabu sa Pilipinas, lumaki po ang problema natin dahil nga, ang bilis ng addiction rate compared to marijuana back then. And shabu eventually, in no time, overtook marijuana as the #1 drug of choice in the Philippines, bringing us to our present problem. So, mula po noon, ngayon lang nabigyan ng kaukulang pansin ang problema sa illegal na droga. Pagpupo ng ating mahal na Pangulo Rodrigo Duterte, and he said, the marching orders is to stop the drug problem by all means that the law allows. The fight will be relentless and it will be sustained. In other words, sabi niya, we will go within the bounds of law. Lahat gagawin natin sa ilalim ng batas. So, hindi ko sinabi rito, hindi binanggit dito yung sinasabing extrajudicial solution. Very clear po ang marching orders, stop the drug problem by all means that the law allows. In this regard, next slide. Kaya nga po, we require a whole-of-nation approach through what is now called the Interagency Committee on Anti-Illegal Drugs, or ICAD. Incidentally po, concurrent chairman dito, sir, si Director General Isidro La Peña of PDEA. And this is a 39-member agency which aims to unify, synchronize, and pakibalik natin. Unify, synchronize, and integrate all anti-drug efforts of the government. The 39-strong member agencies of the ICAD employ a whole-of-nation approach para po masolve itong drug problem natin using law enforcement, justice, reaching out to all sectors through advocacy, rehabilitation and reintegration of drug users as well. So yan po ang ating yan po yung ating whole-of-nation approach, thereby creating self-reliant and self-policing communities. So ang aim po ng ICAD is to rehabilitate the nation. At paano po natin gagawin ito? Ang sabi po ni Director General Isidro La Peña, ang kailangan po natin palakasin ay ang Barangay Drug Clearing Program. Ano po ito? Next slide. Barangay Drug Clearing Program employs the following: law enforcement, house-to-house visits, or yung tinatawag po ngayon ng PNP na Oplan Tokhang or Program Tokhang Reloaded, advocacy, rehabilitation, and reintegration. Bakit po barangay? Sabi po ni Director General Isidro La Peña, kahit saan pa manggaling ang droga, whether it be manufactured through a local clandestine laboratory or smuggled through our very porous borders, comprising 7,107 islands, wala pong ibang babagsakan ng droga kung hindi ang barangay. Kaya po, next. Ang sabi niya, kailangan dito palakasin po ang bawat pamilya which will comprise drug-resistant communities and eventually make a ripple effect to the municipalities, cities, provinces, and eventually the whole nation. Kailangan po rito ang local government unit and other sectors, and of course, with the help of every family, to perform their mandate and contribute in ridding out the drug problem in their barangay. Ang barangay drug clearing po, ikilalanin natin ang mga personalities sa tulong ng mga local government officials kung saan dapat po ang barangay officials sila ang nangunguna na nakakakilala kung sino ang dapat hulihin doon, kung sino ang dapat tulungan na ma-rehabilitate, at sila rin po magpapatupad ng tinatawag na community-based rehabilitation program sa tulong ng Department of Health and other concerned agencies. Kasama rin po ang DSWD sa reintegration. Sa ngayon po, out of the 42,036 barangays ng ating bansa, we have a 48% drug affectation in varying degrees. Slightly affected means meron pong kahit isa man lang na drug user sa isang lugar. Moderately affected means meron na ng pusher, ay meron na ng user, may drug pusher pa. Pag seriously affected po, ibig sabihin, bukod sa user at pusher sa barangay, may drug den, may tiyangge, may syabulag, or may imbakan ng chemical, or doon sa mga ibandang area ng pinagalingan namin nila kay Rolly, may marijuana plantation. So yun po. And so far, pakibalik ulit. Ang target po natin, as proposed by Director General La Peña, upang matugunan itong 48% drug affectation ng bansa. Every year, starting this year, 2017, sir, we aim to clear 5,272 barangays, more or less, yung ballpark figure. So that by the end of the 3-year period, mas konti na lang po problemahin natin ng drug affectation. And for the record, sirs and ma'am, so far, out of this target of 5,272, as of June 13, 3,677, or 70% of our target, has been met for 2017. Ganon po kabilis ang pacing ng ating mahal na Pangulo at ng ating Director General and the 39-member ICAD. So, dapat po ito, kung masustain ang effort natin, we expect na mararamdaman na natin yung epekto ng pag-clear ng buong bansa in the coming years. So we expect a reduction of at least more or less 30% of the drug-affected barangays every year. Next, please. So far, ito po yung consolidated figures natin as of June 13. 62,751 consolidated anti-drug operations, arrested personalities 84,467, 292 po, 292 are government workers, whether elected officials, appointed officials, government employees, including uniformed personnel. And we have rescued 396 minors during anti-drug operations. Next, siyam na clandestine laboratory po ang ating na-dismantle mula July 1 hanggang June 13. Yung pinaka-latest po nito yung sa M.I.S.M.O, Quezon City. 150 drug dens, ito yung mga one-stop shop kung saan nagbebenta na nga, nagpapagamit pa ng droga. Total of 2,429 kilograms of shabu with a total value of 12.49 billion pesos ang nakumpiska natin. Next, please. Ito po, yung total arrested drug personalities natin and the 1,300,000 plus surrenderers translates to 15% of reduction from the estimated drug supply. While, ito po, yan, 1,306,389 surrenderers and the arrested personalities also represent 33% reduction of yung mga tumatangkilik sa industriya ng illegal na droga. And the PNP has declared, sir, na there was a 28.57% reduction in index crimes because of the decline in the drug market. Next, please. So far po, there's an 85% satisfaction rating on the anti-drug campaign, and 81% of Filipinos feel safer to walk the streets nowadays as a result of the reduction in the crimes. Next, please. Sabi po ni Director General La Peña, doable itong pag-achieve natin ng drug-clear or drug-free Philippines basta tayo lahat po ay magtutulong-tulong. So that ends our quick presentation. Pwede po tayong sumagot sa mga katanungan. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations sa mga efforts ninyo, mga programa ninyo. Ang tanong na yun, Derek, ba't pa rin nauubos yung shabu niya? Dalawa, kung halimbawa, ang programa sa madaling araw, ang programa sa madaling araw, programa namin ng Gary, 4 to 6, sila ng 6 pataas. Araw-araw yung mga reports sa mga reporters namin sa labas. Ang daming mga droga. Hindi na sa metro nila, kundi nationwide. So, ang tanong sa marami ba din dinaubos yung pareso? Dinaubos yung bala? Paano dinaubos yung Cebu is matalang dami mga government agencies, mga private agencies na tulong-tulong para masugpo ito. Dari.
Thank you, sir. Babalikan po natin yung sinabi ni Director General La Peña. Kaya nga po kailangan whole-of-nation approach. If we just keep arresting and arresting drug personalities, confiscating drugs, dismantling shabu laboratories, burning marijuana plantations, without addressing the demand or taking away the market for dangerous drugs, hanggat merong tumatangkilik po ng industriya ng droga, tubong lugaw yan sa mga tulad at sa mga nagpapabagsak ng droga. Kapag na-dismantle po natin ang shabu laboratory, meron naman magpaparating through smuggling. I spent 1 year and almost 1 month, 1 year and 1 month, as Regional Director of Region 2. Doon po, sa northernmost part ng Pilipinas, alam naman natin ang daming coastal areas. Bago po ako umalis doon, July 3, 2016, naka-recover kami together with the PNP Anti-Illegal Drug Group, the forerunner of the Drug Enforcement Group now, Colonel Mijares. Kasama ko po si then Police Senior Superintendent Albert Pero. 180 kilos po yung binagsak sa coastline ng Claveria, Cagayan. And na-recover po namin yun. Buti na lang, na-recover, sinakay sa ambulansya, binyahe ka agad dito, and 10 days after, sinunog, together with yung 30 kilos, na nakuha naman namin in a combined anti-drug operation na bypass, mula sa isang barangay captain din po ng Claveria. Kaya nga po, hanggat may pumipili ng droga, may magpaparating or may magluluto. Kaya po tayo rito, we will be like dogs chasing our tail. Kung puro ang huhulihin lang ay yung sindikato, pero hindi natin tinatanggal yung mga nagbebenta, hindi natin sila tinuturuan na ang droga, papatayin ka. Sisirain ang katawan mo, sisirain ang utak mo, sisirain ang buhay mo at ang pamilya mo. Ang droga ay lason na sisira sa buong bansa. Dapat po yan matutunan ng bawat pamilya. At dapat po, kaya nga po whole of nation approach, kailangan din mayroong kabuhayan na ibibigay doon sa mga nagsasabi na kaya ako nandito sa droga dahil wala kaming makain. So yun sir ang sagot po doon. Hindi po pwede na operate lang tayo ng operate, pero yung market for the drugs, hindi natin din papatayin. Yun sir ang sagot doon talaga.
Sir, as President Duterte mentioned, kaya pinospond yung barangay election sa taong ito, nung last election. At kaya gusto i-postpone na naman because of barangay-infested areas. 40% daw ng mga barangay officials ay hindi involved, sila ay handler ng mga drug lords. Mayroon pang listahan ng PDEA. Meron ba kayong mga information kung sino-sino yung mga barangay officials na ito? Para matuloy man kayo hindi yung eleksyon, once and for all, malaman ng taong bayan kung sino yung mga iniimbestigahan. Ilabas na yung pangalan na yan, at kung matuloy pa ng eleksyon, hindi sila manalo. By October 23 kasi, hindi na-repeal yung batas, tuloy yung election.
Ganun yan kasi sir. In fact, ilang ulit na po yung natanong kami. We've even gone through Congress with this. Tinatanong kami if there is a dedicated list. While it is true, hindi lang actually po kami. Several other agencies of government are contributory to what is the master list na hawak po ng ating mahal na Pangulo. Yes, kasama po kami doon. But the President has other sources of intelligence, hindi lang po kami. And the list of drug personalities na hawak po ng mahal na Pangulo is a combination of all personalities, regardless of kung ano sila, whether public officials, private individuals, businessmen. So the answer, sir, is there is a list of all drug personalities held by all law enforcement agencies. And by nature, since this is intelligence material, it is only a tool for law enforcement. Ang problema, sir, dito, I'm not a lawyer, but I guess our good lawyer in our panel here can also attest to this, na you cannot unduly bring out a list in public without evidence to support it. Otherwise, syempre, there will be legal repercussions involved. So, ang gawain po namin, sir, is that upon arrest and filing of the case, that is the time when inilalathala po natin kung sino-sino itong mga to. And we've done this time and again. Nung humingi po ng report si Congressman Suarez back then, 2013 or 2014, nag-submit po kami. And what we submitted to him was a list of actual personalities na nahuli na po natin at nakasuhan and either na-convict or ongoing ang kanilang vista sa korte. Kasi sir, ang problema natin dito, kapag naglabas ka ng pangalan ng tao na hindi naman pa nahuhuli at wala pa tayong ebidensyang na idugtong sa kanya, ang mangyayari rito, kung sakaling involved yung tao, maglalaylo yan. So we will lose the opportunity to arrest him because we have just telegraphed our punches. Ang in-announce natin, no, si ganito, kung baka sir, look at it on a parallel situation. Kung ako barangay captain sa isang lugar, hindi lalapitan ako ni Jimmy, reporter siya. Kapitan, sino ba yung mga walang hiyang magnanakaw dito sa barangay mo? Hindi mag-iisip na siya, Kapitan. Ay, si Pedro, si Juan, yan yung nagnanakaw ng kalabaw dito sa kapitbahay namin, kilala yan. Pwede yung mangyari kay Pedro o kay Juan, makalaylo na nga muna, kaya magpalamig muna ako, alis muna ako rito. We will lose the opportunity to arrest him, sir.
Pero sir, I'm sure meron kayo kahit na mga raw informations and ebidensya. Kasi hindi naman matatag yun eh. Let's say, hindi man siya mahuli, pero kung meron kayong matibay na mga katibayan na may involvement siya o siya ang patong doon. Yung mga siya po sa lugar niya, yung mismo kapitan o yung kagawa, subaybayan na kagad. Yes. Para ngayon pa lang meron ng kumbaga may sumusunod na sa kanya para pag mayroong pagkakataon, mahuli kagad siya.
Thank you, sir. In fact, tama po yun. There are indicators to that effect, sir. If we revisit a recent incident, sometime in March, tama ba yun, Glenn? Sometime in March, my classmate, who's the regional director of PDEA Region 7, filed cases against all barangay officials sa barangay Ermita and Cebu. Hanggang ngayon po, walang barangay official yung barangay na yun sa Cebu City. Dahil, nag-operate po yung tropa ni Director Yogi Luis, isang kalahating oras na, magdadalawang oras na, walang dumarating na barangay official. And that constitutes obstruction of justice. Dahil po, doon sa bagong batas na amending Section 21 of RA 9165, I think it's Republic Act 10641, binawasan na po yung required witnesses kapag may inventaryo ng ebidensya pag anti-drug operation. Pero hindi po pwede mawala doon ang elected official. And yet sila tayong ayaw dumating. So ang ginawa po ni RTO Luis, kinasuhan sila lahat. And hanggang ngayon, yan, nasa ombudsman, suspended pa rin sila, and may ongoing case sila.
Neglect of duty.
Yes, serious neglect of duty and obstruction of justice. Kasi nga sir, indicator yan. Barangay official ka sa lugar, kung ayaw mo tumulong, you're supposed to be part of the solution. So tama kayo sir, and that is the subject of our continuing case build-up. Kapag may mga tao, napapansin natin na imbis na maging bahagi ng solusyon, eh mukhang bahagi po sila ng problema. Thank you, sir.
So, baka expect kami itong papalapit na October, mas marami kayo.
Definitely, sir. Yeah. Kasi sir, high value target po ang tawag sa ganyan. Kaya nga sir, balik po tayo sa talaan. Forward mo yung slide, Glenn. About 2 slides or 1 slide. Ayan sir, government workers arrested. Priority sa amin po yan. Kasi ang high value target po sa amin are government workers, whether elected or appointed officials, members of the uniformed service or law enforcers, pwedeng foreign national, member of a drug syndicate, known personalities, whether celebrities, or even media, kung nagkataon po. So kasama po yan sa kategory ng tinatawag na HVD, or high value target. By the way, sir, ma'am, this presentation is open for you to copy. Iwanan mo namin sa laptop na hiniram namin kung gusto niyo. Thank you.
Kasi huwag mo sabihin na may ngayon araw na ito sa mga media. May surprise blood test.
Dali ka pala. Ngayon na papabalita ng mga araw pa na dalawang TV personality, ba't na kayo hindi pa lumulungan yun?
You can be assured kung meron man po, they are currently subject of constant case build-up and surveillance. Kahit sino pa po yan. In fact, alam niyo po, ang pinapatupad ngayon ni Director General Isidro Lapena, if only to establish and further strengthen our credibility. Sa amin po, nagpagawa, ito si Jimmy, alam niya yung developments eh. Hindi ba activated na yung Counterintelligence Division directly under the Office of the Director General. Kami nga po, constant daily lifestyle check, 24/7. Kasi dapat po yan, para magsimula sa amin, kung may diferensya yung organisasyon, dapat sa amin parang malinis na. Para may moral ascendancy tayo na maghuli. Thank you, sir.
Tanong.
Good morning po. Tayo po ba ay may record ng mga barangay captain na naging biktima ng tukhang? Biktima ng tukhang. Sa halip na sila kasuhan, ay pinapasok na lang sa bahay at pinapatay. Meron po ba tayong tukhang?
PDEA. Hindi po, kasi our mandate is specifically on anti-drug the anti-illegal drug operations or anti-drug campaign. Kapag mayroon na po allegations of homicide cases or death under investigation, that is AT&T mandate, sir.
Kasi parang yan ang shortcut eh. Salit na kung mahirap kasuhan, ano na lang, di ba?
Sir, babalik ako dun sa marching order by all means that the law allows. So, malinaw naman po yun na kautusan sa amin. It should be within the bounds of law. Pag nag-shortcut ka, very likely magkakaproblema ka.
Ano po nangyayari dun sa mga nahuhuling drugs? Paano yan
Some of our friends here have already covered our destruction activities. Every year po yan, we do at least two or three. Two for drugs, two for chemicals. Dati po ako director ng PDEA Laboratory Service, and we have our regional laboratory offices as well. All laboratory services of the PDEA and even other law enforcement agencies have secure facilities na pinagtataguan po niyan. And the requirement under law is hindi pwedeng iisang tao lang may hawak ng susi. So it's at least two people, whether pa yung director or the chief of office, na kung saan mayroong electronic key po yan, para hindi basta-basta nabubuksan yung vault. May vault po kami. And upon issuance po ng court order, ng judge na may hawak ng kaso, yan po ay susunugin natin sa isang secure facility. Now it is at President Martinez, Cavite po, and you're welcome to witness anytime kapag may activity po kami. We usually invite media, and I believe some of our friends here already attended, especially sa TV networks po, nakapag-succeed. And ang proseso po nito, bago natin isasalang doon sa sunugan, ay meron yung representative no accused through the counsel, representative ng korte na may hawak ng kaso, yung prosecutor, pati po yung crime lab at yung chemist namin or yung NBI chemist, para sabay-sabay po ito, i-test and ika-counter check yung result at sisiguraduhin na yung drogang susunugin ay siya pa rin yung droga na nahuli natin so many months or so many years ago. Palagi naman po kami nagpapaabot ng imbitasyon through Jimmy or any other colleague in the media industry. Maaga lang po kasi kami umaalis. We usually leave at 6 a.m. or earlier para makarating po sa President Martinez on time.
Ang PDEA may mandato ito sunod sa batas, ang Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002. Nabanggit nyo kanina na ngayon lang nabigyan ng importansya ang problema sa droga sa panahon ni Presidente Duterte. Di ba ibig sabihin na ng mga nakarang presidente, pinipigilan kayo na gampanan ng inyong trabaho? Kasi ito, independent yung sa Office of the President.
Sir, the answer is no. The fact is, we've always been under the Office of the President since our establishment. Nagkataon lang po, and we all know this, what catapulted President Duterte to the presidency? It is because ginawa niya pong centerpiece ng kanyang plataforma de gobyerno ang pagsugpo sa illegal na droga. Kaya po nasabi natin na ngayon nabigyan ng centerpiece focus ang anti-drug campaign. But this is not to say na hindi po pinapansin or pinipigilan ng anti-drug campaign in the past years. In fact, even the previous administrations, I came in during the administration of President Arroyo. And since then, when we took our oath 11 years back then, I'm part of the pioneer batch of agents for the my classmate here, Agent Maramba. And since then, ito po, batikang operatiba yung kasama ko who operated in the Visayas area. Meron po mandato, may kautusan. Yun lang, nagkataon po na in this particular administration, naging focus po siya. Naging centerpiece po siya ng plataforma ng ating pamahalaan. But this is not to say that PDEA and other law enforcement agencies did not perform their mandate in the past years. Kasi po, kung titignan nyo naman yung accomplishments ng mga nakaraang taon, marami rin naman pong nahuli. Yun lang. Ngayon, maski tanongin nyo, hindi lang kami, tanongin nyo ang kapulisan, tanongin nyo NBI, tanongin nyo ang lahat ng ahensya, including customs and armed forces, we get the support that we need now more than ever. Yun lang naman.
Mapagkapal po yung listahan ni Pangulo Duterte.
Yes, sir.
Nung pumasok siya bilang Pangulo. At marami doon, mga pulis, maraming mga public officials, local government officials, may mga judges. Ang tanong mo, sa mga oras na ito, ilan sa mga personalidad na yun ang nasampahan na ninyo ng kaso sapagkat kayo ang lead agency ng anti-drug campaign?
Sir, from July 1 to July 1, 2016 to June 13, 2017, ayan po yung figura. 292 government workers in different capacities.
Arrested.
Yes, arrested in basic cases.
Nasa party ng kaso.
Yes, sir.
Ang pinaka-prominente, sino po?
Well, if you want yung highest ranking in terms of the uniform service, there was a lieutenant colonel. And I think we all know what happened after that. No?
Isa tanong na po, sir. Yung bang sa China pa rin ba nanggagaling ng mga droga ngayon?
Yes, sir.
At ano po ginagawa ng agent nyo para tulungan yung importation o smuggling, pag-puslip ng droga sa bansa?
Sir, there was a protocol of cooperation na napirmahan po ng ating mahal na nasaksihan ng ating mahal na Pangulo at pinirmahan ni Director General Isidro La Peña together with his counterpart from the Office of the National Narcotics Control Commission in China. This protocol of cooperation, ito po yung dokumento na nagdedetalye kung paano tayo makikipag-intelligence exchange and combined operations with the China anti-drug authorities. Ano po yung naging produkto nito? Early June pa ito, or late May, yung nakuha sa Valenzuela na may about 604 kilograms of dangerous drugs. Yung combined operation po natin with the Bureau of Customs and the NBI. Yung nakuha po sa dalawang warehouse sa Valenzuela. That information came directly from China, coursed through China Customs, received by Philippine Customs, and then implemented ang anti-drug operation po by the three agencies. Customs, NBI, PDEA.
May nasampa na kaso ba?
Meron siya. Meron po. Chinese.
Chinese.
Yes, sir.
National.
Yeah, I think it's still Chinese. But it's a warehouse in Valenzuela.
Presidente, sa sumatay ko na po karoon na salamat kay Cecil, Atty. Gadot, tapos si Andy. At dahil sa ako'y masunod na lang magpapaalam po na, as usual, punta ko sa racket sa UTV. Meron kami newscast, so si Chairman Mike po na ang siyang halili dito. So, Atty. Gadot, may dala rin po ako.
Gusto ko lang rin sana idagdag sa kaalaman ng lahat na dun sa katanungan ng ating kasama na noong panahon ni President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, no, ay diyan binigyan ng talagang matinding kapangyarihan ng PDEA. Binigyan niya ng malaking pondo para yan ay makapag-operate ng M.I.S.M.O. And mismo si President Duterte, ina-acknowledge niya na mabuti na lang at inumpisahan ni President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo ang pagbigay ng pansin sa problema ng droga. Ngayon, at laging ina-acknowledge ni President Duterte ang mga impormasyon na nakuha niya from General Dionisio Santiago na siyang PDEA head noong panahon ni Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. At sinasabi rin ni kasamang General Tagoy, na kaibigan naman natin, na talagang isinabmit niya naman yung mga pangalan na yan, kaya namang panahon na nag-take over itong administrasyon ni Noynoy, ay hindi pinansin, no? At yung panahon na yan, dyan lumala ang problema sa droga. Pero kung itatanong nyo kung anong nagawa ng mga previous administrations, in so far as GMA is concerned, diyan talaga nag-umpisa kung paano pinigyan ng focus yung drugs na yan. In fact, yung mga listahan na yan ay nanggaling pa kung panahon ni General Santiago.